It is said no student cares how much a teacher knows until they know how much a teacher cares. I am convinced maximum learning takes place when students know that we really care, that they are important. This has always been a basic foundation of my teaching. At Beaverdale Elementary School, this philosophy is embedded in our school's foundational practices. To get to know my students as individuals, I get each one of my students to fill out an interest survey, which gives me information such as the students' favorite activities, what they expect from me during the school year, and also what I can expect from them. I also take every opportunity to learn as much about each one of my students as possible by talking to his parent. This doesn't take place as often as I would like, but it is an important way that we can gain information about our students. I use all of this information that the parents give me and the student surveys to select Rigby reading books and to plan learning activities that meet not only academic abilities of my students, but also their interests. Teachers assess each student using various instruments such as AIMS, STAR, and teacher-made assessments. And all during the school year, we assess the students both formally and informally. Assessment information is utilized to form our very important flexible small groups, and this helps to guide our instruction. This also helps us to know ways that we can help each student as an individual. Small group instruction is so important. It lends itself to making each student feel important, and it helps each student to be a successful learner. We know where each student is academically. Small group instruction also helps engage each student in activities that are exciting and of interest. Really, by knowing our students and appreciating each one of them as an individual, we are able to provide our students with the best education possible.
As part of our curriculum at Beaverdale, we pre-assess our students to evaluate the level of mastery of the Georgia State standards in the area of reading, math, and language arts. Examples of these pre-assessments could be as far as teacher observations in written assessment form, a manipulative type activity, just something that displays the student's level of understanding or mastery. Students are then placed in revolving small groups based on their individual assessments and needs. This allows for students to benefit from our multi-aging concept. In my K-1 classroom, I use self-regulated learning, and what this is a teaching strategy that I find beneficial to my students. Self-regulated learning is basically, it's composed of small groups, or you can call them teams, and it's made up of different students from a variety of ability levels. In these teams, my students, they experiment with a variety of learning activities, working on their level to improve their understanding of the topic that we're discussing that day, or the theme that we're working with. And each member that's in that team or that group is responsible for learning, and they're supposed to learn, their responsibilities are learning what is taught, and also about helping their group members to learn. I feel this is so important because it promotes an atmosphere of achievement. My students work through these activities, and they help their peers find success, and that also improves their self-esteem and makes them feel like they have done something positive, which goes along with the lifelong guidelines that we have at Beaverdale. And our class motto that we've come up with is that we can't do it without you. So that means that everyone must work together for the good of the other students in their classroom and themselves. It's wonderful to see the students peer tutor a classmate, and then they are also able to celebrate someone else's achievement. Throughout this learning strategy or teaching strategy, my students, I've observed them encouraging and supporting and guiding other students. They also have the opportunity to gain new strategies and new insights through peer collaboration, which is important to our faculty because we also have peer collaboration. Using self-regulated learning in my class has created students that are more intrinsically motivated, students that are more academically curious, and they show care and concern for the others in our class.
69.3. We're looking up the temperature of North America.
Are we north or south of the equator?
And right now it's really hard.
We're making a volcano out of clay, and it's going to be really, really hard to do it because we have to mix yellow and green together on this ball.
And it's easier to learn by doing this because it's hands-on activities and it's fun and you're learning at the same time.
And it's creative.
Yes.
It's very creative.
And it's a lot easier learning this way because we actually get to experience what it's like. Fun.
Yeah.
The way in which we utilize small group instruction here at Beaverdale, we use it in a way in which students are receiving instruction on their level, normally in groups of about 4 to 6 students. I feel like small group instruction, it enables me as a teacher to work more one-on-one with my students, and I'm able to target their strengths and weakness areas, and then I feel like I'm able to build upon those in a better way than if I were in a whole group setting. In small group instruction, I feel like my students are more actively engaged. I'm able to have closer proximity with those students. In small groups, I'm meeting more individual needs. I'm able to zone in on the students' levels, and I'm just able to build upon their individual needs and to meet those needs in a better way. In whole group settings, many kids sometimes get passed over, and if students don't understand a concept or a skill, a lot of times myself as a teacher, I may not realize that until the end of the day or until I give an assessment. And in my small group instruction, I'm able to have that closer interaction with that child, and I'm able to see maybe that look on their face that shows me that they're not grasping this concept, and I'm able to stop right then and go back and reevaluate. I believe in small group instruction you're able to have more fun, you're able to use more manipulatives, have a lot of hands-on things. They know we're having fun, but we're not playing, we're learning in a fun way, and there's a big difference between playing and having fun while you learn, and I think my students, they understand that and they enjoy working in small groups. A lot of times I'm able to review previously learned skills, and I'm also even able to preview new skills that are coming up. Small groups enable me to work more in depth with my students and target their skills, and I'm able to keep them on a path of optimal progress, and that's my goal, and that's what I'm here for.